Hi guys, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps and welcome to another demonstration today. We are going to be using one of our sticker stencils. I've got one here that I did earlier and I just decorated it with lots of different colours, as you can see, lots of different textures. And then I used the Distress glaze over the top. So that was then protected, and then I took a print off my gel press. So I'm going to do something similar, not quite the same, but this just gives you an idea of what we're going to be doing today. I've got some watercolour card here and I'm going to just peel our stencil off. Pop the centre out. We're going to use the negative. So I'm going to pop that on the sheet and just use this. So I'm going to place that down in the centre, like so. Make sure that you press all those little edges down. It'll stop the colour getting underneath where we don't want it. So I've got some stencil brushes, I've got my elements, so let's make a start. I'm going to use the blue Atoll. So I'm just going to pick some random leaves. And then let's move on to the green. This is Pine. And now let's move on to the Russet Orange. And lastly, let's move on to the Mulberry. I think I've missed one there, so let's have a look. I'll go with the blue again. So next I'm going to actually stamp over the top of some of these areas. So I've got a couple of little mini stamps. And I'm going to ink up in the Twilight. So I'm stamping off that's one done. I've got a little word here, hope. I'm going to pop that in one. And we've got another word, faith. Let's pop that here. And then I've got a nice little mini stamp here as well, which is a really pretty stamp. We've got some flowers, so it's just about popping down whichever minis you've got, just making shapes and patterns in each leaf. Some other little berries there. We could change our colour now. Let's go to the Warm Breeze. And we've got one more at the top here, so let's go with that one. Okay, so that's all of them covered now. So now I'm going to use our smaller stencil brushes, and I've used the Midnight Blue this time. What I'm going to do is just give the stem a little bit of a depth. And then I'm going to go around the very edge of each leaf. Just deepen that colour. Make it stand out that much more again. So be careful not to cover the whole thing, and this is why we use the tiny stencil brushes, so we can literally just go around the edge. I want to keep that lovely colour and texture in the middle. I do love this technique. Something completely different. It would almost lend itself to fabric, doing this on fabric. Maybe some of you have already tried it on fabric. If you have, we'd love to see. So let's just give that a wipe off now. You can see that a little clearer now. So what I'm going to do while that mask is still on, I'm going to grab the Distress Glaze, and I'm going to pick a little of that up, literally just a tiny amount, and then all I'm going to do is rub that over the top. So I can now put anything over the top of that and it will repel. It will repel anything, sort of anything water-based for sure. So I've got my Mysticals here, my mica Mysticals, and I'm going to just spritz over the top now. I mean, you can leave that as is if you want. I think it looks really nice by itself, but I'm going to just spritz some of this over because I think the copper in this will look really nice, just filtering through. So let's grab the dryer. Almost give it a sort of antique-y look, really. So all we need to do now is mount that onto a card. Let's have a look. I'll just trim that down. And now I'm going to pick a colour. I might actually go with the green on this. So this one is the Green Dragon. So a nice thin layer, let it dry. Only takes literally seconds for that thin layer to dry, and then we go over the top again. And remember to just give that a little spritz. Keep that moisture in. And then taking the Bippity Boppity let's place that down on top. Give that a press down. And there it is. So I think that's really effective, that mica just coming through. So it's two different ways really that you can work with the sticker stencil, which are both equally as nice. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope it's inspired you to have a go yourselves. You take care, and I'll see you soon.